Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. First of all, happy Valentine's Day, and second of all, today's video is in collaboration with three really awesome squishy creators on YouTube. So obviously I will leave all of their YouTubes down below, but this video is actually in collaboration with Squishy Boba Forever. Love her so much. Mishcraft, which you guys know I love too, and also Crafty Noodles, again love. So I will leave all of their kind of like YouTube channels, everything like that, down in the description down below. So if you haven't already, go and check them out. Honestly, all of them are absolutely great at making squishies, squishy decos, whatever it may be, they are great. So if you love my channel, you will love them even more. But today's video, we are kind of doing a Valentine's Day themed DIY squishy. We all kind of based it kind of around Valentine's Day, maybe a bit of sweet treats, maybe a little animal in between. But yeah, really happy with mine. So mine, I actually chose to do a Valentine's Day themed Sundae. I wanted to set myself a really kind of intricate kind of squishy to make, because recently I've been doing quite simple ones. I figured I would try my best and do a more complicated one. So this is how it turned out. I will of course squish it at the end of the video for you, but for now you just have to see this before it being squished and made and everything. So that's a 360 view of it. Absolutely adore this squishy, if I don't say so myself. And anyway, I'm just gonna get straight on into the tutorial so that you can see how I made it.
So to start off with, I took a block of memory foam and I just drew out this weird bell type shape onto it using a Sharpie pen. I then went ahead with my scissors and just started shaping that shape out of the memory foam, and to be honest, it did get a little bit confusing trying to get the shape right, as first of all my shape kind of looked like a cocktail glass, but I kind of sorted it out in the end. I made sure to put like a rim around the top so it looked like a glass, and then I made sure to make the base look like a little sundae base by making a circle with a cylinder on top. I shaped these two pieces individually and then glued them together and then glued them to the base of the glass. This is the point where I realised that my shape looked more like a cocktail kind of glass that you would imagine like a pina colada in or something, so I actually went ahead and just shaped my sundae glass downwards, making it into more of a triangle type shape. To make the ice cream scoops inside of the sundae, I just took one of these sponge balls that I used in my grape squishy tutorial. If you haven't seen that, I'll link that down in the description down below. But anyway, I just took another like round piece of memory foam and kind of like shaped it around the edges with my scissors and then glued that down to make the ice cream scoop shape. I did that on both of the halves and then I glued them onto the very top of the sundae just to act as the scoops. Now they don't look too pretty right now, but once painted they do look more like scoops, so yeah, you just have to kind of bear with the process. But I made sure that they were glued together, glued down to the top of sundae, and then I just took other bits of foam that I kind of like shredded up and some little squares that I wanted to use as like brownie pieces and just glued them to the top also. I then took another off-cut piece of memory foam and just kind of shaped that into a like tube, and I made them into smaller ones from that original tube and popped them down into the top of the sundae just to make those like sundae wafer roll things. I hope you know what I mean, but all sundaes seem to have those wafer rolls in, so I couldn't make a sundae squishy without the wafer rolls. I just made sure to glue them to the back of the ice cream scoops so that they had a bit of structure and they was able to stand up without like kind of flopping over. Anyway, I then went ahead and painted the whole of the squishy in a white puffy paint. I did 3 layers in total of this, and I did this off camera because all I did was painted it white and you didn't really need to see it, and it wasn't very satisfying to be honest. I then went ahead and painted all the bits on, so I like to use the pink and the blue that I used on my unicorn squishy not so long ago, and I also incorporated the purple as well because I just really love those 3 colours together, so I wanted it to kind of look like a unicorny themed sundae. I then took some tulip slick paint in the colour brown and just painted the little chocolate pieces in that colour. It did take about 3 layers to get it nice and opaque, just because this kind of colour is quite thin and I usually use it for chocolate drizzle, not for actual pieces. I then decided, as this was going to be a Valentine's Day squishy, I would paint the sundae kind of jar red, and that's exactly what I went ahead and did. I wasn't 100% keen on it, but as it is a Valentine's Day squishy, I figured I couldn't not include the colour red. So I went ahead and painted the little wafer rolls in a light beigey colour, and then mixing up a slightly darker shade of that colour, I just went ahead and did little spirals all the way around each of the wafer rolls, This did take me a little bit of time, but I think it was totally worth it as they kind of really set the thing off. I then went in with a mini dotting tool and just painted on the eyes. I really recommend using dotting tools for this step as it does help to get a really neat and precise finish rather than a brush, because sometimes you can go wrong, and believe me, I do go wrong all the time with brushes. So I like to use dotting tools. This particular one I actually got in a nail art set from Poundland, so definitely check out nail art sets as they always include tiny little paintbrushes and dotting tools which come in handy for squishy making. I then went ahead with the same dotting tool and wrote out the word Valentines sharing Sundae onto the actual Sundae pot. And the reason that I did that was just in case it wasn't clear that it was a Valentine's Day kind of themed one. I thought I would write it on it so that everybody can see. I then wanted to go back into the faces with the darker pink to act as the tongue in the mouth of the pink ice cream scoop and the blush on either side of the eyes for them. And I also added some white on like the inside of the eyes. I then went back to the Sundae pot and popped on a little heart. This was really satisfying to me as it went on so opaque over the red. I was so happy with it. I don't know why this happened. I think just the paint kind of dried up a little bit and went a bit thicker, so I really love that. Anyway, I then went ahead and popped like this little scalloped edge around the heart. In all honesty, this took me absolutely forever. I think I was there for like half an hour doing this, but I think it was really worth it because in the end, I think it looked really cute. Once all of that was fully dry, I then popped it into a mug, and then with the same tulip slip paint I painted on the chocolate slabs with, I just added some chocolate drizzle over the top for added bit of detail.
So this is obviously what the kind of squishy turned out like in the end. I absolutely adore it. I love the little detail on the Sundae glass because that took me so long and it was so worth it. I love their little faces on their ice cream scoops and how they turned out, along with the chocolate drizzle. Absolutely obsessed with that at the minute. I'm just doing it on everything. I also like the little wafer rolls coming out the back. I think they add a nice little Sundae detail. And yeah, I'm just really happy with it. The squishiness of it is really nice. It's nice and soft and also very slow rising just due to the amount of paint layers I put on this. I was working on this squishy for so long. Hopefully you can tell because it has so much detail on it. But yeah, look at that. She is so nice. If I kind of put it there, hopefully you can see it rising. But yeah, she just squishes so well. Obviously all the bits at the top squish nicely as well. I just am obsessed with it. I'm loving the purple, the blue and the pink together. I wasn't 100% keen on the red to begin with, but now that I've done it, I'm really happy as it obviously kind of mixes in with the Valentine's theme a little bit more. And I've just realised it matches my jumper. Oh, look at that. I put this jumper on because it was the only red one I could find for Valentine's Day, and like it's got pink and blue on as well, so maybe that's why I got me inspiration, who knows. But yeah, I'm really happy with how this has turned out. Like I said, this was in collaboration with 3 other amazing squishy YouTubers, so make sure you check them out down in the description down below. I'll try and put like clickable links so you can really easily go and find their channels and hit that subscribe button. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video. A big shout out to Squishy Boba, Crafty Nicos and also Miss Crafts for collaborating with me on this video. I really enjoyed it and talking to everyone on our little chat and stuff. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up and I will see you in my next video. Bye!